Olympic soccer, more like Olympic sideshow, Argentina versus Morocco. Olympics, baby, a recipe for soccer magic, right? Wrong. This match was less about fancy footwork and more about, well, fans behaving badly. Picture this, a stadium packed with passionate fans, the tension thicker than a plate of Argentinian alfajores. But instead of a nail-biting finish, we got a full-blown circus. Fans gone wild when spectators became players. Imagine the excitement, the adrenaline, the sheer joy of being a cricket fan. The energy in the stadium was electric, the kind that makes your heart race and your voice hoarse from cheering. The final whistle was about to blow, or was it? The tension was palpable, the kind that makes you sit on the edge of your seat, biting your nails in anticipation. Everyone was waiting for that final moment, the climax of the game. And bam! Moroccan fans decided to spice things up by storming the field. It was as if a dam had burst, releasing a flood of exuberant fans onto the pitch. They couldn't contain their excitement any longer. It was like a scene from a wacky sports movie, except with more chanting and probably fewer trained stunt doubles. The fans were everywhere, mingling with the players, creating a surreal and unforgettable moment. Suddenly, the pitch was more crowded than a Moroccan souk on market day. The field, once a battleground for athletes, had transformed into a carnival of fans, each one more enthusiastic than the last. Security guards looked about as effective as a chocolate fire guard. It was utter mayhem. They tried to restore order, but the sheer number of fans made it an impossible task. It was a scene of chaos and hilarity. And you know what? The absurdity of it all was almost beautiful in a what the heck is going on kind of way. It was a moment that captured the essence of being a fan. The passion, the excitement, the sheer love for the game. It was a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected moments are the ones that stay with us forever. The fans had become players in their own right, creating a memory that would be talked about for years to come. Mascherano meltdown, coach goes full volcano. Now, let's talk about Argentina's coach, Javier Mascherano. Imagine a man who just found a fly in his celebratory post-match mate. That was Mascherano's level of fury. He called the whole thing a scandal, and frankly, who could blame him? The Olympics are supposed to be about sportsmanship, not fanageddon. Someone get that man a sedative. Or maybe a plate of those delicious alfajores. Sugar always helps, right? AFA throws a yellow card. Time for a security checkup. The Argentinian Football Association, AFA, is taking a stand. The Argentinian Football Association, AFA, was not having it. After a series of chaotic incidents at recent matches, they decided enough was enough. They filed a formal complaint faster than you can say Diego Maradona. Their demands? Better security, obviously. They want to ensure that fans can enjoy the game without fearing for their safety. You can't have fans dodging tackles one minute and security guards the next. It's not just about the game, it's about the experience. Fans should feel safe and secure from the moment they enter the stadium until they leave. Someone needs to invest in some of those retractable tunnel things they use at baseball games. These tunnels can help manage the flow of people and keep things orderly. Or maybe just hire a few dozen grandmothers with really sturdy handbags. These grandmas have a way of keeping everyone in line with just a stern look and a well-placed handbag. Trust me, nobody messes with those grandmas. Their presence alone can deter any troublemakers and ensure that everyone behaves. It's a humorous idea, but it highlights the need for effective and creative security solutions. The AFA is serious about this. They are looking into advanced security measures, including high-tech surveillance and better trained personnel. It's all about creating a safe environment where fans can focus on the game and not worry about their safety. In the end, it's all about the fans. A secure and well-managed event ensures that everyone can enjoy the beautiful game without any worries. So, here's to better security and more enjoyable matches for everyone. Section 5. Morocco says oops, red faces, and promises of better behavior. To their credit, Morocco realized their fans might have gotten a tad carried away. They issued an apology that was about as sincere as a politician promising lower taxes. But hey, at least they acknowledged the chaos. They even promised to beef up security, which is a relief because, let's be honest, those inflatable tube men weren't cutting it. Section 6. The final whistle fiasco. Did they finish the game or what? The atmosphere was electric, the tension palpable. Fans were on the edge of their seats, waiting for that final whistle. Okay, remember how the fans stormed the field? It was like a dam had burst, and the flood of excitement was unstoppable. Well, it gets better, or worse, depending on how you look at it. The players were just as confused as the fans. Some were celebrating, others were looking around, trying to figure out what was happening. Nobody seemed to know if the game was actually over. Players were leaving, fans were, well, everywhere. And the whole scene was a mix of jubilation and bewilderment. And even the officials looked confused. They were huddled together, discussing, debating, trying to make sense of the chaos unfolding before them. It was like someone hit the pause button on a video game, freezing everyone in a moment of uncertainty, and then forgot how to unpause it. The players stood around, waiting for some kind of direction, while the fans watched in anticipation. Eventually, after what felt like an eternity, they sorted it out. The officials finally made a decision, and the game was officially declared over. But not before the whole thing descended into a glorious, hilarious mess. Fans were laughing, players were shaking their heads, and everyone had a story to tell about the day the game ended in the most unexpected way. The aftermath was just as entertaining. Fans shared their stories, players gave interviews, and the media had a field day with the bizarre ending. It was a day that would go down in cricket history, not for the game itself, but for the unforgettable chaos that ensued. As the sun set over the cricket field, the stadium slowly emptied. The echoes of laughter and disbelief lingered in the air, a reminder of the day when the final whistle fiasco became a legend. Section 7. Argentina's Olympic dreams from gold medal hopes to fan-induced headaches. Argentina, despite the chaos, still had a game to win, or lose as fate would have it. This was supposed to be their year, their chance to add another shiny gold medal to their collection. But thanks to the fandemonium, their Olympic journey started with more of a whimper than a roar. Don't worry, Argentina, there's always next time. Just maybe request some extra security next time, yeah? Section 8. Tighter security, keeping the crazies off the pitch. The good news is that the whole debacle served as a wake-up call. Olympic organizers realized that maybe, just maybe, they needed to step up their security game. I'm talking more guards, taller fences, and possibly a moat filled with hungry crocodiles. Okay, maybe not the crocodiles, but you get the... Safety first, folks. Nobody wants a repeat of the great fan invasion of 2024. Section 9. Lessons learned. Don't let the fans outshine the athletes. So, what did we learn from this whole chaotic mess? First and foremost, never underestimate the ability of soccer fans to turn a sporting event into a scene of utter pandemonium. It's a special skill, really. But more importantly, let's remember that the Olympics are about the athletes, not the fans, no matter how enthusiastic they might be. Keep the craziness in the stands, folks, and let the games begin, safely, of course.